Dex Insight's aim is to help employers learn from their employees how best to save money and get the best out of digital tools that they use every day. GCAM's job is to take care of technology and to deliver the system to discover and bring these recommendations to light. Our client and business partner is Nick, a seasoned executive in this space.
I'm Nick Colson, founder, CEO of Dex Insight, and it all started when I realized a company I had been working for a number of years got acquired by a public company. And when we had to migrate all of our software over to their systems, it became really difficult to manage our business. And over time, I realized that there were lots of duplicate systems, many tools that were paid for but not used, and many tools that weren't used simply because folks didn't like using them, so they were avoiding them, or they didn't know they had access to them, so they didn't use. What I thought would be helpful for a large company to understand was the experience that their employees have with their digital tools at work to help drive efficiency in software spend, increase productivity, de-risk change. So that's when the idea of Dex Insight came to be in my head.
Working closely with Nick and responding to market feedback, we have digitized the business idea, identified the key value chain, and a hierarchy of digital processes to make it all work. I love how the concept of the digital value chain has real meaning, growing real value from left to right as we acquire data from various human and electronic sources, giving us a rich lake of information from which to derive our insights and recommendation.
GCAM had a really unique way of understanding where I wanted to take things and guiding a first-time founder on how to build custom software from scratch in a way that was affordable. Having those limited resources and their ability to understand what was needed for a prototype and what was needed to bring that prototype to an MVP, and from an MVP to where we are now, a beta product, and partnering to find commercials that made sense for us, was something that, as I grew to understand the different options for custom software development, it became something that was unique because of their commitment to where we were taking this, and not just build a prototype and hand it off to someone else.
We build a knowledge database of all the web and desktop apps, the tools that employers are interested in, the tools that employees tell us that they use, and those that we see them actually using.
I thought I had a pretty good sense of the product design until you realize that product design is more than just the front end. There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that I didn't really understand at all, and I still don't in some ways, but they're helping educate me so that we can make better decisions about the future of the product and understand how our product is differentiated in a crowded, seemingly commoditized market of other tools that claim to do the same thing or a similar thing, but in reality, oftentimes need additional custom development work to get to the point of something that is repeatable with the product that we've built with GCAM.
Our employer's dashboard invites them to tell us a little bit about their tools, but also about their organizational structure and task chain. That gives us the context and meaning to tools usage and sentiment data. Dex's agents are anonymously and transparently installed in browsers and desktops of thousands of employees, telling us about these devices and their operation.
100% of the back-end product was GCAM's choices, and they've been well received by our initial install as the kind of the only choices, the only correct choices with the modern infrastructure that was decided on.
The agent gathers information on usage tracking data and the sentiment offered up by employees. It automatically tracks the duration and frequency of time spent with tools and whether users are slow and hesitant or browsing rapidly through each tool. Surveys configured by employers trigger pop-ups whenever teams pause, asking about usability, usefulness, and the appropriateness of tools for their tasks. Users let us know when they have problems with their digital workspace.
Sometimes what's hard for a first-time founder, first-time builder, is understanding what's going on behind the scenes. I only see the front end, really. I don't understand cloud infrastructure or cloud architecture. When I get a little skittish about what's being built, there GChem takes the time to help me understand what is going on behind the scenes so that I know and I have confidence that what's being built is appropriate for the scope that we're developing together.
At the far end of the value chain, Dex Insight has a massive catalogue of reports, insights, and actionable recommendations on how employers should manage their software portfolio through a rich understanding of usage, sentiment, and ROI.
So, if I didn't mention it, I'm a first-time founder, first-time product builder here. Super proud of the product that we've built over the limited time that we've been together. There have been times where it's gone really, really quickly, and there have been times where we've needed to pump the brakes and get additional feedback before pulling the trigger on something unnecessary, which I'm grateful that we have not just a builder with us, but we have a whole team of folks who can challenge us to make sure that what we're building is actually what we can take to market, test, get feedback on, and continue to guide the vision towards things that are commercially viable. Oh man, in the next 6 months. So we have a beta product now. Really excited about where we're at. The Chrome extension is just about done. We have a couple of desktop agents. We have a web application that's beautiful and getting better every day. We just invested in lead gen. We just invested in a SOC 2 compliance system to help us prepare for an audit. So the security and privacy components of our product are going to continue to evolve and develop so that we can take this straight to enterprise. Companies with greater than 500 employees and up in the United States primarily, which have sophisticated legal and security and privacy thresholds that need to be met even to play in that world. So over the next 6 months, we're going to have a lot of work to do on the audit and security end of things, while also making sure that the feedback we get from the beta pilots that we're spinning up now are quickly prioritized and added to the roadmap so that we build things that people want, not just things that I think they want.
We love working with entrepreneurs, getting to know their ideas, digitizing their passions, and realizing their dreams.